so couple things to remember. If the verb you're trying to conjugate is not part of this weirdo list, you're going to follow this rule. Just write down the whole verb. If it's an RE verb, you're going to drop the because you got to add your ending to an R. Okay. If it's one of these weirdos, then use the verb that I've given you or the letters that I've given you. Okay. The endings are going to be the same every single time. So let's go on to the back. So lettre A, c'est remplissez le tiret avec le bon pronom sujet. So this should be pretty not totally difficult for you. So I've given you the choices. Je, tu, il, nous, vous, il, pluriel. Alors la seule chose qu'il faut faire ici, c'est de regarder comment j'ai conjugué le verbe. Alors c'est finir with an AS. So you can go up here and figure out which kind of ending takes the AS, which is this one. So you write down to onto the blank. Okay, so tu vas être ici. Congratulations, you're done. Okay, so lettre B. So you'll finish all these, just look at the endings and then make your choices. So lettre B, c'est mettez la bonne terminaison. So all of these are regular verbs. All you're going to do is add on one of the endings. So the endings are AI, AS, A, ONS, EZ, ONT. If you have a printer at home, which I know not everybody does, but if you do have a printer at home, just print it off so you've got it in your hand. It'll make it go quite a bit quicker. If not, write it down, old school. Ok, alors pour nous, ça va être ici. Alors, écoutez, alors la terminaison pour nous, c'est ONS. So you add on an ONS, you pat yourself on the back, you say that seems like it's too easy, you remind yourself this is actually called Futur simple, and you go on with your life. Okay, so you go for numéro 2 to numéro 9, and then you get into the trickier stuff. So, mettez le verbe suivant au futur simple et faites la traduction. So here you are conjugating the verb into future simple, and then you're translating it. So the conjugation part is where you're going to use the front, and then the translation part, you should know most of these verbs. If you don't know one or two of them, look the verb up just on word reference to see what it means. And the translation is always going to be will something. You're always going to have the word will in your translation. If you don't, you're not doing it right, because that's what the verb actually means. So telephone. So the first thing I would do is check and see if telephone is on the weirdo list. So go up to the weirdo list. You're not going to find telephone. So then you go back down and you write down telephone, the entire thing. Then you stick on the ending at E. Again, you can scroll up to the top, but I know I'm scrolling and I'm probably making your stomach upset with all the scrolling. So I'll let you look for the ending, but trust me, it's AI. So you put on an AI. The translation is I will call or I will phone. And you're done. Okay, so let's do finir together. So finir is going to look like this. So if you went up and looked to see if it was on the weirdo list, it isn't. So you write down L, you write down finir, and then you scroll back up to the top to figure out that the ending is an A. So you write A, and that is it. Elle finira. Alors, comme ça, on va faire comme ça. We're going to figure out that finir means to finish. So she will finish. Okay? So you'll come down and you will, put it together that at some point it's going to change into weirdos. Okay, remember that with Vondra, you don't include the you take the out, but that one is a regular one. When you get down to number 11, though, this is where the irregulars are. So savoir, so don't invent French. French has already been invented. So you write down je, you go up to the weirdo list, you look and see what savoir is supposed to start with. It starts with sur, S-A-U-R. Okay, the ending for je is still going to be the same every single time. So you write down je saurai. Okay, then if you don't know what savoir means, it means to know. If you didn't know what it meant, then just go on to word reference and look up savoir. And then you end up saying, I will know. There you go. Okay, so finish that. Um, today, do the rest of it. Okey-doke. Miss you guys. Computer's super slow.